My landlord tried to illegally evict me, so I bought his building and evicted him instead. It started when Marcus raised my rent 40% with 2 weeks' notice. I'd been renting the same studio apartment for 3 years, always paid on time, never caused problems. The building was a dump, peeling paint, broken elevator, heat that worked maybe half the winter. But it was affordable at $800 a month, and I was saving every penny for my master's degree in social work. Market rates, Marcus said when I called to protest. His voice had that smugness of someone who'd had this conversation 100 times before. In the background, I could hear a TV blaring some talk show and what sounded like a woman crying. I can't afford $120, I said. And 2 weeks isn't legal notice. Marcus laughed, a harsh sound that made my skin crawl. Legal notice? Kid, this is my building. I can do whatever I want. You don't like it, there's the door. Good luck finding another place you can afford in this neighborhood. He paused, and I could hear him taking a drink of something. Besides, I know you college kids. Probably got rich parents anyway. Time to stop playing poor and ask daddy for money. I wanted to tell him that my parents had died in a car accident when I was 16, that I'd been working 2 jobs since high school just to survive. Instead, I hung up and started researching. I researched tenant laws all night, printing statutes and highlighting violations. Rent increases required 30 days notice and couldn't exceed 25% annually in our city. Late fees couldn't exceed 5% of monthly rent. Landlords couldn't enter units without 24-hour notice except for emergencies. What Marcus was doing violated at least 6 different housing codes. At 8 a.m., I knocked on his penthouse door, the only unit he'd actually maintained. Through the doorway, I could see granite countertops and hardwood floors that gleamed. His coffee mug said, "World's Best Landlord" in Comic Sans font. Behind him, a woman in a silk robe was cooking eggs on a stainless steel stove. He barely glanced at my legal documents. "Sue me," he laughed. "You think some broke college kid can afford a lawyer? I've been doing this for 20 years. Half my tenants don't even speak English well enough to fight back." He leaned against his doorframe, sizing me up like a predator evaluating prey. The woman behind him stopped cooking and watched our conversation with interest. "Besides, maybe try the suburbs. I hear there's a lovely trailer park about an hour away. More your speed." The woman, his wife, I assumed, giggled at this. She had the kind of laugh that suggested she'd never worried about rent in her life. That's when I realized this wasn't just about me.